After 30 years on the cobbles, actor Simon Gregson is no stranger to interviews, but it's probably safe to say that he hasn't had one like this before. Sadly, tragedy has struck his family. His wife, Emma's grandmother, sadly died. She was 88 years old, and she died because of coronavirus. And this came just hours after Simon revealed that he himself had been suffering symptoms. Now, we're going to his home in Wilmslow, but when I say his home, well, I'll let him explain where he's actually sitting. Good morning, Simon. Firstly, you know, our condolences to your wife, Emma, and obviously you're close as your grandmother-in-law. So we're very sad to hear about that. Just tell us what you now want to do for the NHS, and this will explain where you're sitting.
Well, basically, I'm a little bit of a collector of old classic stuff, cars and motorbikes. And I like to mess around with them, try and get them back on the road. And I just thought a nice thing to do would be to donate a couple of them to NHS workers. So I took to Twitter and said, look, if anybody wants them, they're here for you. Because with the thought that, you know, when these guys finish doing all this huge amount of hours that they're doing, helping everybody, that, you know, a nice little project might be something nice for them to do. So I put it on Twitter. A couple of people came back, and they now own the car and the bike.
Yeah, so this
and when you say the car, what are we talking about here, my friend? The car and the bike. What specifically have you offered?
Well, the car itself, which I'm sat in now, is a 1968 Triumph 1300 front-wheel drive, and the bike is a 1955 Francis Barnett Kestrel. They only made them for a year, and this particular one is on the V5, shows there's only one owner. And the first three of the registration plate on that is TTT. So for the Isle of Man Classics, it's perfect. And it couldn't have gone to a better guy, the bike, either. A junior doctor at Bradford who is going to bring it back to life with his daughter. Hey. He was going to do some stuff with some fellow junior doctors of his. Because there's a big suicide rate amongst junior doctors, and he was going to start some kind of bike race, maybe, or just a collective as a lot of junior doctors together, so they could talk about stuff, but also all around doing the bikes up.
Well,
so
that's very decent of you, very, very good. And I'm really interested in the car, though I'd like to see more than the upholstery. Is there any chance of seeing what colour it is or anything? Seeing a bit of it outside there, this Triumph here.
Let's have a look at my...
are you like me? Do you watch a lot of those wheeler dealers and Car SOS and all that sort of thing? Do you watch those?
Yeah, I'm very good friends with Mike Brewer and Anstead and Drew Pritchard and Paul Cowland. So we meet up once a year at the classic shows. So yeah, I've always... It's kind of wheeler dealers that got me into it, really. But here's the car.
Very nice. Very good. Very good.
There she is. There she blows in all her... rusty glory.
And who is the lucky recipient of the car, Simon?
It's a lady called Karen, who wanted it as a surprise for her husband, which is now no longer a surprise. And they both work at Preston for the NHS in the CT department. Ben, junior doctor in ICU.
Listen, I'm looking at your rear windscreen there. I can't take my eyes off it. I remember my dad getting a foil thing that before the years of heated rear windscreens, you actually put a piece of foil on. You stuck it down, and it attached to the battery, and that's what you've got there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's horrible. I mean, no, it's lovely. It's a lovely thing.
And do you tinker about with all your... I know you collect cars and bikes. Do you tinker? Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah. You know, well, no, I don't know what I'm doing because I've just spent a few £100 on the car, actually, and I just got it back. It wasn't running right, so I was messing with the carburettor, and now it doesn't run at all. So I'm very much a hobbyist rather than somebody who knows what they're doing.
Yeah. But listen, you have a big heart, mate. You have a big heart, and the fact that you've given that heart to the NHS in recognition of what they've done for you and your family circle over the years, and that's a big thing to do. And we think we give you a round of applause for that as well. Well done.
No worries.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank
much
you,
indeed.
Simon.
Stay well, Simon. Stay safe and well to you and your family.
Yeah, love to Emma too.
Thanks, you guys too.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you.